Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades ago, and they've been using it on you ever since. This is the scarcity effect. When something feels limited, it feels valuable. When it feels valuable, it feels urgent. Amazon puts it on product pages. Airbnb tells you 5 people are looking at this listing right now. Supreme releases 300 hoodies to a crowd of 30,000. The product isn't rare, the feeling is engineered.
So today we'll be doing a complete animation where I will do each scene with all the effects. This might be a 1 hour plus video. So hold on tight and let's begin. So as you can see, first we need to bring in the background. So to complete this whole animation, first we'll do all the animations and then we'll add all the effects in the end. Let's bring this first background. Right click new, solid. Select this and use this color code to get this yellow shade color and hit OK. You can also see my composition settings 1080 by 1920, social media portrait format, frame rate is 30, duration I've kept 37 seconds, and resolution you can change it. So I'll keep it third for preview so my preview won't lag. Now the next step is this person coming up. Okay. So let's bring the asset first. Hit S, make it small. As you can see over here that the head portion opens up and this brain comes out. So what we are going to do is first rename this to man and select this layer. Select the pen tool and now just mask this head out, the top portion. I'll just select it from here and make a selection like this. Rename this to head. Hit Ctrl D to copy this and rename this to man body. Select this and invert the mask. Okay, to get this, select the head portion and as you can see, this is the anchor point over here. Hold Y to drag the anchor point over here to the edge. So now if you use rotation, it will open up like this. Now let's open this up. As you can see, there's some grayish area over here. To make that, simply select the ellipse tool, delete the stroke and make sure the fill is on, and let's select something gray and make a shape like this. Hit Ctrl Alt Home to bring anchor point to the center and place it over here. Hit R for rotation. I'll rotate this a bit, something like this. Okay, rename this to head hole. Now bring the brain, hit enter and change the name of this image. Reduce the size. Make sure to put the body on top, then brain, then the head hole. Now you can see that as if it is coming from inside the head. Okay, like this. So in the animation, you can see over here that first it comes up. Okay, this animation and this head opens up. Simply select the head hole and parental link to man body. Select the man head and parental link to man body. Now we'll do the animation. So hit P for position keyframe. Go ahead. We have to also bring the audio. So let's do that first. Put this here and simply let's block this.
Your brain has a glitch.
Click on the position keyframe again. Now go to the first keyframe and bring this down. Simply select this F9, drag this towards the left. We have to hit Shift and S to open scale keyframes and make the scale bigger at the start and at the end make it smaller, and let's bring it down over here. F9 and again drag this towards the left.
Your brain has a glitch.
Okay, now for the head opening animation, simply select the man head, R for rotation, click on the rotation keyframe, go ahead, again rotation keyframe, go to the start and let's make this 0. So it opens up like this. Select this F9, drag this towards the left.
Your brain has a glitch.
And as you can see, this brain comes out. So simply bring this over here. Somewhere around here, I'll hit P for position, Shift R for rotation. Go ahead till here. Again, click these two P frames. Bring these, select this and bring this up and rotate it a bit towards the right. And here, I'll just bring it somewhere around here. So it comes up like this. Select this F9 and drag it towards the left. Cut this from the start.
Your brain has a glitch. Marketer.
Now you can see these glitch boxes. So we'll bring those two. Place one over here. Hit S. Hit Control D and place one over here. They simply have to just come in. So select both of them. Hit T for position keyframe. Go ahead and again click position keyframe. Go to the start. Bring this out towards the right and this out towards the left. Select these keyframes F9 and select cubic out. Drag this towards the left. Offset them like this.
Your brain has a glitch. Marketer.
Now for the text animation, right click new text. Let's type the text. You can choose any font which is suitable for you. It has a shadow. So head on to effects and presets. Search for drop shadow effect and put this on the text. Increase the opacity to 100 and the distance to get this. Don't do the softness, just keep it like this. I'll be selecting this font, the Polby 1 SC. Make it smaller and again connect or parent link this with our man body. So this also comes up.
Your brain has a glitch.
Now for the animation, open this up, animate, opacity, make this 0, open the rain selector,
Your brain.
click on the offset, go ahead. Again click on the offset, go to the start. At the end, make this 100. Select this F9.
Your brain has a glitch.
Head on to advanced, change this based on words. Add property and let's select position. Now in the y-axis, just bring this down a bit.
Your brain has a glitch.
There's also some shadow on this. So what you can do is basically head on to this text, copy the drop shadow, paste it on the glitch box like this. Reduce the opacity, increase the softness to get something like this. Copy the drop shadow and paste it on the other glitch box too. And for the next seal, you can see that it simply comes back in and becomes big. So right click new, null object, rename this to brain controlled. With this, we can simply connect the brain to brain control. Hit Y to bring anchor point in the center of this. Cut this and simply position keyframe, Shift R and rotation keyframe. Go ahead, bring this down towards the right. Let's disable the man body for now so we can see this. Rotate it in the opposite direction like this. And also Shift S for scale properties and increase the scale. So you get this animation. Select this F9, drag this towards the left. Everything cuts. So somewhere around here, just simply select everything and cut it. So basically all the elements except the background, just Alt and right bracket to cut it.
Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found
Select the brain and increase this to.
marketers found it
For the next animation, you can see first is to the text. Marketers found it. So it's coming from the top and this is coming from down. Okay. So this is the same animation. What we can do is hit control D and bring this over here. Change this text to found it. Change the fill to red now. Just bring this over here.
marketers found it decades.
Hit control D again. Type marketers and we'll put this at the top. Hit S to make it bigger over here. Bring it below the brain. Okay. As you can see, this is a bit bent. Okay. It's not flat. Select the text, clip on this pen tool and make a shape like this. Select this and select mask 1 and using the first margin, bring this over here like this. Place it over here. Select this and I'll choose a different font. And for this animation, what we can do is, as you can see, it comes from the top like this. Hit open this up under animator. Let's make this position back to 0 and bring this negative. So it comes from the top like this.
Marketers found it decades ago. Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades.
Now what I'm going to do is basically make everything 3D except the background. Right click new. Let's bring in camera 2. Let's open 2 views. So in the second one, you can see the angle of how the assets are arranged. And now I'll change the positions of the glitch boxes. So we are going to change the Z position of the glitch box. So I'll just go on here, drag it towards the camera more, copy this and paste it here too. Okay, something like this. Select this text and hit P and let's bring it towards the camera too. Right click new, bring in a null object, make it 3D and correct camera 1 to null. Rename this to cam control and simply in the starting, let's make this one view. Click on the position keyframe, go ahead and again click on the position keyframe at the start. Let's bring these closer and in the end, bring it a bit back like this. Select this F9, drag this towards the left.
Your brain has a glitch.
When this head comes in, all of these go back. So we have to do that too. Hit Control D to duplicate this cam control and connect cam control to cam control 2. Hit U, delete these keyframes, clip on the position keyframe, go ahead and drag this back like this. Select this F9, drag this.
has a glitch. Marketers found it.
Now for this animation, so we need to draw these shapes first. Click on the pen tool, and then now we'll make the light arrows type thing. So simply select the pen tool, make a shape like this, make it 3D, hit S to make it bigger, and hit Y to bring the anchor point over here at the tip. Now simply bring it behind the brain, rename this to light arrow, hit Alt and left bracket so it starts from here, hit Ctrl D, R for rotation, hit S, deselect this link and clip on this keyframe, scale keyframe. Go ahead, again click on the scale. Now go to the first keyframe and bring this to 0 so it opens up like this. Select this F9, drag this towards the left like this. Increase the distance.
Marketers found it decades.
Okay. Now simply have to copy this. Control D, hit U, R for rotation, and simply rotate this. Hit Control D again, R for rotation, rotate this. And now you have to offset them. So simply offset them like this. Bring the smart letters text on top of these arrows.
Marketers found it decades ago.
There's a light sweep animation on this brain. So simply select this, search for light sweep and bring it on this brain. Increase the width, the light, and as you can see, win this over here by selecting the center. And you have to animate it from here. So click on the keyframe, hit U, go ahead and simply bring this over here. Select this F9 and drag this towards the left.
Marketers found it decades. Marketers found it decades. Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades ago.
And now we want to rotate these lines too. So simply right click new, null object, make it 3D, press enter. Let's make this light arrow control and parent link all of these to this, clip on the hold Y and drag this over here, the anchor point to the center. Click on Z rotation, go ahead and rotate this a bit.
Marketers found it decades ago, and
Select this F9, drag this towards the left. And we are going to do a type of scale animation too. So I'll click on the scale keyframes, make sure that this is deselected. Go ahead and simply increase this to something like this. Okay. In this closer, select this F9. Okay. Bring these over here like this.
marketers found it decades ago. Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades ago.
For the next scene, first we have to, zoom this text and the brain part in. Now I'll simply right click new, bring in another null object and make this 3D, rename this to scene 1 out, bring the anchor point to the center. Now connect the text which is found it and marketers, and also we'll connect the brain control. Just parent link them to this scene 1 out. Also, we'll connect these light arrows. So we made a light arrow control, parent link that also to the scene 1 out. Now click on the position keyframe, go ahead and drag everything back like this. Select this F9 and make a curve like this, slower in the start and faster towards the end.
And they've been using. Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades ago, and they've been using.
Now towards the end, you have to simply cut this whole scene. Select the background, hit Alt and right bracket. Then select these arrows, Alt and right bracket. Select the brain control, Alt and right bracket. Select the text too.
And they've been using it on.
Okay. I'll first bring all the assets of the second scene. As you can see, it zooms in, not zooms out. So I'll select this, hit U, go to this frame and zoom this in.
And they've been using it on.
Now I'll simply just bring all the assets first. So I'll just fast forward this section. So what I've done is first I bought all the assets and then placed them, then rename them, and then finally, as you can see, all of these layers are orange. So I just went over here and changed the layer to orange color so that it will be easy to identify that these layers are part of the second scene. Okay. Similarly, you can see the blue layers signify part of the first scene and the camera layers are different altogether, which is big. Okay. So I'll just bring them at the top. To animate this scene, as you can see, now I have to bring my shadow to first. So bring this in, make it 3D, hit S, make it bigger, hit T, reduce the opacity. For the animation, you can see that there are subtle movements to all the assets over here, okay? As if they are coming in close together. But before that, we need to do the text, which is they have been using it on you ever since. So simply copy the text. Just copy this layer, paste it on top, bring it over here, change this to orange, make this big, bring it over here, hit R for rotation to rotate this, change the text, S, make it smaller. As you can see, you have to change the color. So select this, change this color to this dark green and disable the drop shadow on this. Okay, let's make it darker.
Been using it on you ever since. This.
Now simply select all these assets, hit P for position. Go ahead and simply select one by one and bring these closer like this. Shift R, Shift R for rotation too. Select Z rotation on this coffee. And at the start, I'll just rotate it like this. Okay. Now, similarly, go here, select the glass, bring it closer on the notebook, select the AirPod, bring it up. Okay, so these will come in like this. Simply select all of them and hit F9, drag them towards the left. And now after this animation, we have to simply zoom the second scene in. Okay, so basically hit Ctrl D over here, hit U, delete the keyframes, connect cam Control 2 to 3, somewhere around here. Select the cam Control 3, position keyframe, go ahead and zoom this in like this. Select this F9 and drag it towards the left.
Go, and they've been using it on you ever since.
So when it tells ever since, you can see that the shadows darken. It is light here and then it darkens. So what we're going to do is basically just around here, hit Control D again, connect 3 to 4, hit U here, delete the keyframes, position keyframe, go ahead, Shift R for rotation 2 and click here, rotation keyframe again. Here what we're going to do is basically zoom this in more, rotate it at the end towards the left like this, and let's zoom this a bit. Select these F9 and drag it towards the left. Click on the opacity keyframe, go ahead and increase it.
Ever since. This
F9, drag this towards the left.
you ever since. This is
And also we need to move the shadow to the top. So hit Shift P for position keyframe. Go ahead and simply we'll bring this over here like this.
and they've been using it on you ever since.
Bring the position keyframe at the start.
Been using it on you ever since. This is
Select this F9. Drag this towards the left.
they've been using it on you ever since. This
Okay. So this concludes the second part of this animation.
your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades ago, and they've been using it on you ever since. This
Now we'll head on to the next scene. As you can see that this whole scene zooms out and the next scene comes in. So hit Control D on Cam Control 4 to make another. Connect 4 to 5. Hit U and delete these. And from here we can simply click on the position keyframe. Go ahead and drag this back like this. Select this F9 and we'll make something like this.
ever since. This is the
And now we'll bring in the next scene. So first we'll design the next scene. Bring the background first, make it 3D. Hit S, make it small. Put this over here. Hit Alt and left bracket to cut it from the start. And let's change this color to cyan. So this marks the beginning of third scene. As you can see, I've color coded my scenes so that I don't get mixed up. What we have to do is basically cut all of these two. Okay, all the second scene, Alt and right bracket to cut them. Scale this up because we have to zoom this out at the end. Head on to effects and presets and search for Gaussian blur and put it over this and increase it. Okay, now we have brought in all the assets. So for the animation, you can see it zooms out first. Okay, and this rotates and falls in like this. What we have to do first is select the screen and parent and link with the monitor. Now hit Ctrl D to bring another cam control and connect 5 to 6. Hit U on this, delete the keyframes. Click on the position keyframe, go ahead and zoom this out a bit like this. Okay. Select this F9 and drag this towards the left.
This is the scarcity.
Now let's arrange back the sizes. Well, right click, new, null object. This is temporary. Okay. So just select all of this, parent link with the null, make it 3D2 and hit S to increase the size like this. Okay. Increase it more. Then simply delete this null. So we have increased the size without changing anything.
This is the scarcity effect.
Simply select the first scarcity box, hit P for position, go ahead, again position keyframe, go to the start and drag this down. It comes up like this. Select this F9 and drag it towards the left.
This is the scarcity effect.
And these all can come one by one. We'll add a bit of movement to them too. So select these three also. Hit position keyframe, go ahead and again hit position keyframe, go to the start, bring this out, select them, F9, drag them towards the left, cut it like this.
This is the scarcity effect.
Hit P for position and R for rotation. Click on position and Z rotation. Rotate this, bring this down so it hit U. Select the keyframes F9 and drag them towards the left.
This is the scarcity effect.
Right click new, bring a null object, make it 3D, rename this to hand null and connect the hand to this. Hit position keyframe, go ahead, drag this towards the left. And do this. We can add a bit of rotation too. So hit Shift and R, click on the Z rotation and just rotate this a bit. Okay, like this. F9 and do the same.
This is the scarcity effect.
And now you can see suddenly it zooms in. Okay, and everything cuts and this next pop-up comes in. Before that, we need to bring the computer in. So select the screen and parent link with the monitor. Click the monitor, position and shift rotation. Click on both of them. Again, click on both of them. And here, just rotate this a bit like this and bring it up so it comes down like this. Select this F9, drag him towards the left.
This is the scarcity effect.
Now we have to zoom this in. As you can see, it zooms in, everything cuts. So hit Ctrl D again, do the same thing. U, delete the keyframes. Click on the position keyframe, go ahead and zoom this in. F9, drag this towards the left.
Scarcity effect. When something feels
Somewhere around here, we'll cut these scarcity boxes by hitting Alt and right bracket.
when something feels limited,
Then I'll bring my WhatsApp box. Put it behind the hand. Make it 3D. And now you have to type the text. When something feels limited, it feels valuable. Hit Alt and left bracket. So it starts from here. Right click new text. Make it 3D. Hit R for rotation. Rotate it. Put it here. Change the color to black. And now we have to simply do the typewriter animation. So just head on to effects and presets and search for typewriter and simply put it over here.
when something feels limited, it feels valuable.
As you can see, the magnifying hand moves too. As you can see over here, it goes to the right and then again to the left. So what we can do is copy the hand null by hitting Ctrl D to duplicate it. Hit U, delete the keyframes, click them both again, go ahead, again click them both. Now go towards the right.
This is the scarcity effect. When something feels limited,
F9, drag this towards the left.
when something feels limited, it feels valuable. When something feels limited, it
Again, do the same thing. Connect this, hit U, delete the keyframes. Again, click both of them. Go ahead and bring this back and bit of rotation. Select them F9 and again do this.
This is the scarcity effect. When something feels limited, it feels valuable. When it feels
And now it will simply zoom out. So we head back to our cam controls. Hit Ctrl D, connect this, hit U, delete the keyframes, position keyframe, go ahead and zoom this out. Bring them closer. Select this F9 and peek to the right.
valuable. When it feels
Now for the next scene, it's simple. Just a black background and this text. You can see texture also, but that we'll do at the end. So right click new, solid, make this black, hit OK. Now hit Alt and left bracket. Let's keep this brown, the new scene or the fourth scene, and let's bring it here. Let's type the text when it feels valuable. Right click, new text, change the font to our original one, which is this. Make this dark yellow. Okay, select this, change it to this color. A simple fade in animation is present over here, so you can do it by heading into animate, opacity, make this 0, click on the offset, go ahead, make this 100, select this F9 and head on to advanced and simply make this words.
Valuable. When it feels valuable, it
Hit Ctrl D to make another cam control and connect this. Hit U, delete the keyframes and click on the position keyframe here. Go ahead. Again click position keyframe here. Go here, add the second keyframe. Drag this back. Okay, something like this. Let me simply select the text and make it bigger. Select this F9 and drag it towards the left.
feels valuable. When it feels valuable, it feels
Then it feels urgent, but there is this line animation. So simply select the pen tool, delete the fill, enable stroke, make it red, and simply make a shape of this sort. Okay, I'm just making a random shape, so you can use pen tool and make it according to you.
valuable. When it feels
Hit Alt and left bracket to cut it. Add trim paths. Click on the open the trim paths. Click on end. Go ahead. Again click on end. Go to the start and make this 0. Select this F9. Drag it towards the left.
feels valuable, it feels urgent. Valuable. When it feels valuable, it feels
You have to head on to our cam control. Hit Control D. Do the same process. So these all cam controls helps bring smoothness to our animation.
when it feels valuable, it
And zoom this in like this.
valuable, it feels
F9, drag this towards the right. Select all of them, Alt and right bracket to cut it. Simply hit Control D on this and bring it over here. Okay, so this will be our next scene. Let me cut all of this, the table, background, and the hand. Also the monitors. Hit S, make it smaller. Change the text.
it feels urgent.
And again, Control D. Hit U. Delete the keyframes. Click on position keyframe. Zoom this in.
It feels urgent. Feels valuable, it feels urgent. Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades ago, and they've been using it on you ever since. This is the scarcity effect. When something feels limited, it feels valuable. When it feels valuable, it feels urgent. Amazon puts it on.
For the next scene, you can see that this is the design. So first, let's design the scene. Make it 3D. Bring it below over here. And for this, we'll choose purple as this is our next scene. Hit Alt and left bracket to cut it. Hit S, make it small. Hit R. And now I'll write the text. Amazon puts it on products pages. So for the text, we can simply copy it. Hit Ctrl D to duplicate this layer. Put it over here. Change this color to this. Make it darker. Change the text. Simply select all of these now. Hit Alt and left bracket to cut it. Right click and change the color to purple.
Amazon puts it on product pages.
It's a simple zoom in and tilt animation. These objects are also coming in slowly. So first, let's hit Ctrl D. You delete the keyframes. Click on position. Go ahead and connect this and zoom this in. Select this F9 and drag this towards the left.
Urgent. Amazon puts it on product pages.
I'll select these objects. Okay. Like the star, jackpot, game, fireball, and this. Hit P for position. Go ahead. Again, position keyframe. Go to the start. Now select one by one and move them a bit like this. Select them F9 and drag them towards the left.
Amazon puts it on product pages. Airbnb.
And now after it zooms in, it goes back out. So Control D, connect this, hit U, delete the keyframes, click position keyframe here, go ahead, simply zoom this out, F9 and make a cubic in or this type of shape. Okay.
Amazon puts it on product pages. Airbnb tells.
Now the next scene will be this. So let's bring in the assets again. You'll also create a background covering these areas. So simply select rectangle tool and make a shape for the whole screen like this. Delete the stroke. Bring it here. Make it 3D. bring it behind the window. Select this tool creates mask and make a shape. Hit inverted to get it in the corners like this. Now we'll bring the clouds in. Make it 3D. Put it behind. Now we simply have to move the clouds back. Okay. So simply select all these three. Click on the position keyframe. Go ahead. Select this and bring it over here. Out. Select this. Bring it over here. Select this and bring it over here. Okay.
Airbnb tells you 5 people are looking at this listing right now.
Select this first cloud and drag the keyframes far.
Airbnb tells you 5 people are looking at this listing right now.
Then simply hit Ctrl D over here. Hit U. Delete the keyframes. Connect 14 to 15. Position keyframe. Go ahead. Again position keyframe. Now here select F9 and here we have to zoom this out. So just zoom this out back like this.
Pages. Airbnb tells you
Then drag it towards the left. 5 people are looking at this listing. So this is again a simple text using the same text animations which we used before, which is this. So copy this layer and paste it. Bring this layer down over here. Change the text or the wording.
B tells you 5 people are looking at this listing right now.
And then we'll bring the hand animation. So first let's bring the asset, which is this. Make it 3D. Bring it down over here. So arranging the layers is a very important step in After Effects. If you're making long or complex animations, it will matter a lot. For this animation, you can see it simply comes up and moves around a bit. Hit P for position. Go ahead. Again, position keyframe. Go to the start and simply bring this down. So it comes up like this. Select the keyframes F9 and drag them to the left.
Pages. Airbnb tells you 5 people are looking. Pages. Airbnb tells you 5. Airbnb tells you 5 people.
Then I'll simply make a null object. This will be our controller. So let's rename this to book and control. Connect the book hand to this. Make this same. Hit Y and bring the anchor point down over here. Go ahead and simply move it.
Airbnb tells you 5 people.
Go ahead and move it like this.
Airbnb tells you 5 people are looking at this listing right.
Okay. So this way you got the movement.
Airbnb tells you 5 people are looking at this listing right now.
And then there's suddenly a b-roll. So b-roll, you can directly get it from here. So just bring it here, cut it and put it. Hit Alt and right bracket to cut it, and now place it properly.
Right now, Supreme releases 300 hoodies to a crowd of 30,000. The thousand.
Let's cut all the scenes behind this. As you can see, when the last text comes in, it zooms into over here. So we have to do that. Again, Control D. Do the same routine. Select this F9. Drag this towards the left.
Looking at this listing right now. We're looking at this listing right now.
So I have completed all the scenes except this last one. Okay. So this scene, you can create it by yourself. We are using all the assets from the description and all the techniques I have used in the previous 7 to 8 scenes. Now, let's do the main thing of the video, which are the effects. Okay. So to bring on the effects, what I'll do is change this to different color to label it as effects. So let's do the speech. Okay. Then I'll simply select the mode to overlay. So this will be for our first scene. Okay. Which is this. So let's see where our first scene ends. It ends over here. So let's hit Alt and right bracket to cut it till here. Okay. And now for the second scene, again, we want the texture halftone. So let's see, our second scene ends over here. So let's bring it till here, but the opacity should be 35%. So let's first bring it till here. And go back, Control Shift T to cut it. Hit T and reduce it to 35%. So you get this. Now for the third scene too, we want texture halftone, but this time only till 20%. So hit Control D over here and this over here and hit T and reduce this to 20%. And finally, for the end part, which is for the whole rest of the composition, we again need it, but 100%. So hit Control D over here, bring this on top and cover it till the end. Okay. Now one effect is over. Now we'll bring these two textures on top of the third scene. As you can see, this is the first scene, second scene, and this is the third scene. Both are, particle type of overlays. So you can see them. One is this and another is, one is this and another is this. Okay. Just cover them up. I'll select this and make this add. Select this and make it screen. And select this one and make the opacity 75%. Now we need a particle texture, as you can see, this. Okay. So bring it on top. And mode, I'll select lighten. Then I'll add this paper texture over here, as you can see, this. Okay. And simply make this add. Now to get the blur at the edges, you can simply right click new, adjustment layer, rename this to blur edge, search for Gaussian blur and put it on this. Now simply increase this, double click on ellipse tool, invert, and simply increase the feathering to get this. Okay, as you can see, the edges are blurred over here. And now I'll add my retro tip preset. It will not be there with you, but I will give it to you in the description, and download and save it as a preset. Then put it over here. As you can see, too much, noise. So adjust it according to, your preference. Now let's see the whole animation.
Your brain has a glitch. Marketers found it decades ago, and they've been using it on you ever since. This is the scarcity effect. When something feels limited, it feels valuable. When it feels valuable, it feels urgent. Amazon puts it on product pages. Airbnb tells you 5 people are looking at this listing right now. Supreme releases 300 hoodies to a crowd of 30,000. Your brain
Hope you liked this tutorial. See you in the next one.